Congratulations, first of all, Akshansh, for clearing your
Thank you,
NDA
sir.
1 2024.
Thank you, sir.
And please, if you could tell everybody your roll number.
35462235 is my roll number, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, how was your experience with us at New Careers Academy?
Mm, Very wonderful experience that I had with all the teachers, faculty, and all, sir.
Right.
The teaching
So,
was very good, and
I have also had a lot of fun because the way we taught you and the way that you responded, because you were always positive about a lot of jokes that I would crack about
yes,
in
sir.
English and everything. Like, say, for example, a man of weight. So you've always done that very
Yes, sir.
beautifully. So, as I said, could you please share a schedule with all the aspirants who are looking forward to clear NDA? How to go about it?
Yes, sir. If we are looking towards your study schedule, is the one thing that you have to decide for yourself, if I'd say so, that if you want to, if you are a morning person or a night owl, or if you want to study in the night or you wake up early in the morning, that for myself it was late at night, because I took as soon as at, I guess, 2 or 3, I took my lunch, and immediately I get to sleep. And after, when I woke up at 7 or 8, I guess, then immediately I get to study, and till 4 or 5.
You would used to study. So, of course, consistency is the key. So, what is the subject that
Yes,
you thought that was the most easiest in this paper, and why?
English. English is the most easiest. I don't know, because I studied in English medium school or something, but English are the most easiest, and the way you taught, and the examples, that it was very easy to understand.
Right. And I've always seen,
That's all.
particularly this time around, there were a lot of vocabulary also. When we were concentrating on vocabulary, PQRS were very simple. You had your
Yes, sir.
spotting errors again, very simple. Idiom phrases were there. So we've been able to do all of that. So, and
Yes, sir.
similarly for maths, what was your difference that you did in terms of studying for maths?
In mathematics, sir, previously I just thought of a particular chapter that I will just focus on them, and just they'll just do in my paper. That's
Yeah.
why I think that that this is one of the reasons that I didn't get selected in my previous exam. But this
Right.
time I thought each and every chapter is equally important, and if I can do all of them, so I will do.
Wonderful, wonderful. And apart from that, now when you are all focusing on the SSB, so what are you doing on? What the first thing that we see is that you're losing weight. So how much are you running nowadays?
Uh, I'm running 10 kilometers a day, or I am increasing that distance. Uh,
But 10
and
kilometers
this
is
is
finishing in 1 hour or not?
no, sir, not in 1 hour, but I'll try to catch up.
Wonderful, wonderful. And apart from that, in general, what do you think it would be in terms of how should one go about GK? Because a lot of people have a problems related to GK. What was your technique about the same?
GK is, GK is all about how you study, or how you go through. GK is all but how you understand things.
Right,
Like, if GK has many subjects like history, geography, and the the politics, and they differ by weightage also. Like, if we go to geography, geography is the most prominent part that comes most of the time, but it has disappointed some of the times
right.
also. But geography and politics, so our main focus should be on that. As of course, or as we know, that English is a scoring subject, that one must focus on English. That I, out of 50, I should do 40 or 45 question of them. They shouldn't go anywhere.
Wonderful. And what was your general score? What were you, in general, when a lot of people talk about cutoffs, what was your score in terms of this NDA that you matched from the answer key?
uh, I matched from different answer keys. My score variated from 330 to 360, sir.
Okay. So when we talk about it, 330 and 330, 20 is something of the cutoffs we were looking at, which was
Yes,
very
sir.
high there. But then again, what makes a difference is English. Very clearly,
Mm,
because if you're scoring very high in English, of course, you'll be scoring pretty well.
yes,
And
sir.
apart from that, what is the most, like, because you have highs and lows, there's always a thing that you feel that, okay, maybe if I don't clear this time. So how do you keep yourself focused for that? That is something that is really important.
So, this was my last attempt, if I'd say frankly so. And every time I feel a bit, diverted, I always kept pushing myself. telling myself that this is the last time. It's the now or never chance you have to do this.
Wonderful, wonderful. Any other advice for any person who's just started preparing for the NDA? What is your advice for it?
My advice is that it's coaching is, if you are going for coaching is different from school life. In school life we go on just like bunking classes
Right.
and just wandering and all. That's a part of life also. Like in coaching, you have come to study, you've come to crack your goal, to just move toward your goal. So you have to just focus on, and as far as goes for timetable and all things, you have to decide that thing for yourself. That's one choice to make yourself.
Wonderful. So now, apart from clearing it, now you're one stage ahead. What are two things you'd like to improve in yourself right now that you're improving on? That is also very important because the first time I had a conversation with you, you said that you started losing weight. Of course, that's one negative that you can speak in the SSB. That's sir, I
Yes,
had
sir.
pretty much weight. Of course, you're working towards it. And how is it now from studying the goal suddenly changes to physical? There's no point of doing physical before clearing the paper, I feel. And that is
Yes,
a
sir.
lot of people think that no, you should do physical because you don't get time, to be honest. And if you
Yes,
could
sir.
tell somebody, like, should we focus on physical during the NDA written or should we do it later on? And why?
So if you have pretty much weight on like myself, uh, between written and SSB, you don't have much time to lose weight, if I'd say so. Like if you have too much bulk on you, there is roughly 2 to 3 or 3.5 months gap in that. You can lose pretty much weight there, but if you have like get an BMI or two, you have to lose 20 or 30 kg of weight, you have to start before the written if you are pretty much confident that you can clear the written.
Yeah.
That goes.
So if you're not, but if you're not, like say for example, a lot of students are not so good with studies. Do you really would recommend them to focus on physical?
No, no.
Because
For that, I recommend them to focus entirely on their studies or their weak points to get on.
right. And as I said, when I saw your paper also, because I was the first one to check your English paper, I told you very confidently that you scored pretty well.
Yes, sir.
And I was really happy.
Yes, sir.
So I just saw 2, 3 silly errors and explained to you also those silly errors. I think so one you made in antonyms where you wrote more of synonyms. So that was a silly
Yes,
error.
sir.
But in general, that was really good. Okay, take care. Have a good day.
Thank you,
Anything
sir.
you can always call up.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay.